Welcome back to Silverrun Forest on Farming Simulator 22 for episode 26 with me, MrSealyp. It's April 2, and as always, I've got a list of jobs to do. I have been rather busy since the last episode. Over at our new field, I set about clearing trees, and I was doing that wood chipping with that amazing class wood chipper, which I love, that Xerion wood crusher. Did I say yesterday? I said they're all in the description, the details of them, but it was Kenny 456. I needed to clear the land, so I did a load of wood chipping. When I say a load, I mean, I'll show you what I mean. I've also cleared all the straw off of the field from doing the wheat harvest. I put 50,000 litres down in the hayloft. I put 50,000 litres in here, and I've got a tiny little bit left. So I'm going to put that in here as well. 2,452 litres. That's going to go in. I'm going to switch this back on, so what's in there will then process. So we've got a bit more. It's this side, isn't it? There we go. Floor tiles, that's full. So I'll turn that off when you're on. So we've got 121,000 litres of the 300,000 we originally had. So now the 52,000 that's in there will process. We'll have a load there. So sorry, yeah, as far as wood chips went, when I say I was busy, you'll see. And before you, you know, you may think, oh, well, that's ridiculous. There's no way. Well, there's another way. I can show you. I mean, you'll see when we go up there to the ground. You'll see the ground, but I've still got a little bit more on the lorry. Actually, need to unload. Plus, need to go down. I didn't check the bales in the end yesterday, did I? So I was going to check the bales if they were fully fermented. They definitely will be now. So what we'll do is, actually, I probably should have popped that. Bit concerned, this open field that I cut isn't starting to grow back, or it hasn't done yet anyway. Which is something of a concern. I posted my first YouTube short today. I've never done one before. I think it's a bit of tweaking I need to do, because there's extra steps I could add in. I could put text on it and that kind of thing, and actually when it goes live, you can put a thumbnail with it, which I didn't think. I thought YouTube shorts just went up as they were. So yeah, there's a bit of tweaking to do, but it's my first ever YouTube short. Being an old person, all this newfangled technology. I know it's not newfangled, I know they've been out for ages, but I know lots of other people do them, so I thought I'll give it a go. It was what I was talking about yesterday. I was being all cryptic about, so check it out, have a look, it's on the channel. We've got 15,214 litres on here. Which puts my total of wood chips, come over to the silo, at just under 1.3 million litres of wood chips. That's how much I got, and you'll see when we go over there. I got to a point as well with that, I thought, okay, that I don't need any more wood chips, not for the time being. So I then started cutting trees down, because I was also very aware. I restocked the North Sawmill with lumber, but the North Sawmill and the paper mill need restocking every now and again. So I thought, okay, the rest of the trees, the bigger trees, I'm going to cut down. So I did all the smaller stuff, wood chipping, and then some of the bigger trees I've now cut down. I'm going to go through the fence here because the workers were doing it, so if the workers can do it, so can I. That's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. I'll just park this up. Get this in, straight up. There we go, Farm Dog's lost his mind and tends to, every now and again, he'll play. I mean, that's not unusual for a dog, but he plays with his kibble. He'll get a piece of kibble out and put it on the floor and then leaps around it, attacking it, and it doesn't eat it, just jumps around it for about 10 minutes. Runs round and round, and then decides he's going to eat it. And then makes this really loud crunching sound as he does. Actually, you know what I probably could do at this point, wouldn't it? To check on the prices, actually. Let's see what wood chips are selling for at the moment. Oh, fire department, great demand. Is it great demand? Well, it's higher than all the others. So it's 675. Even if we said it was 500, which it's not, it's more than that. If I sold all of that, that's 600,000. It'll be more than that because obviously there's quite a lot. Well worth doing. Imagine how good that'll be when the price comes up. Comes back up to over 1,000, which I think is near winter time, so that's not going to be anytime soon. Actually, this ground looked like that the day before yesterday, so I'm assuming the grass will start to grow over there in a little while. It's just taking its sweet time about it. So we'll check on the cows. I think we're okay. They seem very happy. How are we looking? 22 animals, 100% health. Milk 1,675 litres. Slurry 4,812. Oh, you know what I didn't put in? I need to put in a manure heap. Have I got one? Silos. I should have like the Bavarian one, have I? Please tell me I've got that installed. That little one. Oh, self-made cowshed mod. That's the one that goes with it. 1,320. Put it that way. Back. Ah, there we go. That should work, shouldn't it? If we put that about there. I completely forgot about that. Oh, so that's been what? 2 days? I've not been getting any manure. Never thought of that. Never mind. Anyway, we're getting slurry. So let's check on the fermentation. Yep, silage, 3,500 litres. They're fully fermented. For the time being, they're okay for food, but I know they're done now, so I can make some Atomics ration. I need my skid steer loader over here, or equivalent. I don't think... Oh, see, I could be wrong on this. You know what? I'm going to check it. I don't think these... Or do they? They probably do. I'm sorry, I'm... Unfold. There we go. I'm wondering whether or not this will do a silage bale. They did, didn't they? Was that part of FS22? I'm sure it was. There we go. I don't need it, so I don't need something I can do it from there. You know what? My memory's come back. So I thought, I'm sure when FS22 came out, this was a thing. Good thing is I can back away from that whenever I need to, so that's 7,000. What do I need? I need 13, don't I? So that'd be 3 and a bit. Like I said, hopefully by the time all of the feed runs out here, I'll have enough. 11, 12, that'll do. So what I'll do now, it doesn't quite turn on a dime. It's got quite a slow turn to it, and then we'll top the rest up with hay. Yeah, and then hopefully all the grass have grown again everywhere, and I can then just recut, and we're good to go. There we go. Something's ration made. Yep. It's working. So yeah, so I didn't need to bring the thing over. That was the beauty of having a self-propelled one, wasn't it? There we go. They are topped up. Flawless-ish. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I suppose the only downside now is if I want to put bedding in, I've got this full of silage. That's alright. I'll just bring a little trailer over. Right, so, next job. Oh yeah, we're going to whiz over and check everything out because we need to get on to today's job. So these are today's jobs, but more of today's jobs. I need to go over to the, not the store, actually it's here, isn't it? Again, jigsaw puzzle pieces falling into place. My plough, that's what we need next. We need the plough because we're going to extend the field and plough what's already there. What I can do once I've done the extension around the outside, I can get a worker doing the ploughing while we're doing other jobs. That at least is the plan. Skid steer loader's over there with the hydraulic breaker because we've got rocks we need to clear. I've done some one side, which I needed to do. Oh, that's something I need to get the telehandler up. Not telehandler, the big wheel loader with the bucket. That needs to be brought up. We'll get that up here. Oh, and the other thing as well, I always say I've been reliably informed. You know, but some people that have been messaging me, I've been speaking to for years, potentially on the channel, and you kind of get a feel for the people that have given you reliable information. People that have kind of done a knee jerk, they'll message you and just say something, and you go and check it, and actually you're not sure. But again, there's all these things that you could be playing on Xbox, you could be playing on PC, you could be playing on PS4, PS5, you know, all the various different permutations. It could be you've got different settings on, you know. And initially when I sold the first boat, and I had loads of people messaging me going, oh, that doesn't make any sense, I got more than that for mine. But if you're playing on easy economy, you would do. So, you know, either could then come away thinking that doesn't make any sense, why am I not making enough money? And it's just something as simple as that. But when I said yesterday that Barris had messaged me to say about the gator, then I started talking about Bear and Papa. It was Barris that had told me about the gator on his being a problem. I've had other people message me saying that the Autoload trailers from 82 Studio are causing a problem. I've had other people telling me the Raptor I got, the modded Raptor, is causing problems. And there's someone else reliably informed me, in inverted commas, that there are quite a few mods, especially with Silverrun, for some particular reason, which are causing problems. So what I think I'm going to do, I bought it, it was an extravagance, I wanted to use it because I hadn't used one before. I'm just trying to work out, try to eradicate any problems, any more problems. Now, that Schwartzmuller trailer, I tried to bring out my wheel loader on the back of it to bring it up here, and I had exactly the same problem. Now that's a standard in-game trailer. I had exactly the same problem with the wheel loader, which also is an in-game, well, with the Platinum expansion, but it is a standard in-game bit of kit. I drove out of the main yard and the trailer rolled over straight away. That was with the sides extended, it was all done as it should be. It just didn't like it. So it wasn't that was a mod either, which surprised me, I have to say. So what we're going to do, we're going to sell that, and I'm going to get a different stump grinding option. Not sure I'm going to get something for the skid steer loader or an attachment for a tractor. I'm not too sure yet. But I'm going to get rid of it just to be on the safe side, because in all honesty at the moment I don't know. So what I was going to do, let's fold that up. We're moving slightly already. Swing around. But anyway, while I'm here, let's show you what's going on. So as you can see, field's been cleared of all the straw. I've got a load of poles of lumber which needs to be put onto the lorry. I've tried to keep the poles lumber down this end because this is the end I wanted to use because it's fairly flat. But I can't put anything on here yet because I've got rock piles here that need to be cleared. When I said I've been busy, 1.25 or nearly 1.3 million litres of wood chip, you can see why. I've also cleared back here. I've left some trees at the edge there as a kind of a border-ish, I guess. I suppose a little bit of a border. I'm going to need to move that log pile first because I need to extend that way. I'm going to extend that way, and I would cut down trees at the end there, so I'm going to extend that way as well. So this field will now be ploughed out and extended. What I'm going to do first is do the rock crushing. I'm going to bring up the wheel loader, get the rock removed, and that will go down to my lime production. I've gone as far out to the edge as I can. Oh, that was what I was going to use it for. That was the other thing I was using the Raptor for, was not just getting rid of stumps, but it was obviously a brush removal tool as well. So I was going to clear a lot of these clumps and things, but I suppose I could do that before I get rid of it. Let's turn that on. You've seen me do this before, but if you haven't, if you're new to the channel, I'll get rid of all these. It's quite loud, so I'll back up a little bit. I just need to clear this a little bit because I want to put in my target for today is plough that field out, extend that field, and place what I need to place here and bring what I need to put on it. I mean, that said, probably it's going to be on the thumbnail, isn't it? But regardless of that, I might as well say doesn't matter now, it's not a secret, is it? I'm going to put in a maltings. Now, there's all sorts of things that you can use malt for, not just the obvious thing that springs to my mind. But it also potentially gives me an idea moving forward. I haven't used it before, and I've always associated barley for malt, but I think it does wheat, barley, and something else. So yeah, I'm going to put maltings up here. And when you're making malt, you're a maltster. You can be a maltster. Be the malty maltings. The malties. Just want to make sure I don't miss any. Now we're close to the edge, it's going to let me get. There's a tree there that can probably be removed, but I think this one might be just off where I can get to. You'll know if I suddenly stop abruptly. Oh no, is that the edge? It might be. Let me do that one. It will. So it's whether or not the stones appear over there or here. So what I'll do, I'll carry on doing this. So I've done there's a few rock piles as we go around. I'll drive that Raptor back to sell it. If we have any issues, If it rolls over, you might see that. If we get back unscathed, nothing to worry about. I'll just unload, then I'll try and put the wheel loader on, see if that works. I mean, realistically, just for the time being, I just need to clear the stone from there. The rest of it I can do off camera, but I do need to clear the stone from over that side because I need to extend the field. So that I will do. I need to move those logs as well, so I need to load that log trailer up. Zoom right out. Drone mode. That's going to be very handy. I've got a load more actually trees I can cut as we go down here. And as I said, I am going to be here. Let's turn it off. I'm going to make a homestead. I'm going to build a home for myself and future generations. I don't know. Just the words just come out my mouth. You know that by now. Oh, that was the thing I was going to say. For the logging purists, and I've said this right from the start, because I tend to use things like this, the big bag handlers and stuff like that, and I used to use this with the manure fork, and I have done it from the start. I've tried out the new high lift, I've tried out different grabs, I've done all sorts of stuff. I've done, I've had however many let's plays and things that I've done. I've used all sorts of bits of equipment. The reason I was using bits like this, and the reason I do use bits like this to show it, is one, I find it easier, and oh, there you go, there's a rock pile that I missed. That's not good. I'll send it over then. But also to show other people that don't like doing logging. Especially when this map came out and I kept saying, look, I know it's a logging map and I know not everyone likes doing logging. People are kind of, it's that Marmite thing. But then a lot of people say I don't like doing logging because I don't find, it's not fun. I find it difficult. It's, the grabs aren't particularly great, and it's a real pain. So I was trying to show people as well. Look, you can do it easier. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be something you don't like doing. And I have had loads of people message me saying, thank you for showing me this. Thank you for showing me that. Thank you for using this tool, that tool. What tool is it you're using? I'm going to give logging a go because it looks much easier. Yeah, obviously in the real world, no, I wouldn't be using something like this to grab this many logs with tension straps. Of course not. But, when you look at it, there are so many mods and so many things in the game to be used, that can be used, that aren't realistic, of course. I know we're back to that, the same old conversation, aren't we? That it will always continue. There's the realistic way. Again, this is the wording. People will say there's the right way and the wrong way. I say there's the realistic way, there's a semi-realistic way, and there's a completely non-realistic way. There's also your way, and it doesn't matter. And the purists will say, well, that's the wrong way. I would argue, no, it's just different. It's just different to how you would do it, and that's fine. Of course you can. You don't want the farming police knocking your door, do you? So, I know I said, as I usually do, about 5 minutes ago, I'll see you in a minute, but I suddenly thought I'd better load this up while I'm here. Let's get it loaded. Give that large one a bit of a nudge just to get it to roll over to the other side of the trailer, I think. Just a little tap. There we go. No drama. We got here. So I guess just whether we can get the wheel loader back, of course. We're about to find out, aren't we? Let's do that. Look great in the snow. It does a job. Is that job limited? It's quite an expensive piece of machinery for what it does, I guess. But then you know, in the real world, it's invaluable on certain terrain and stuff for clearing, you know, whatever you're going to be doing. Like I said, I wanted to give it a go, and I've given it a go. Not sure how much we're going to make on it selling it back. 222 grand. What did we pay for it? I can't remember now. Not that that's relevant at the moment. And then another, 32 for the header as well. Cool. Back over a mill. Oh, that's what I was going to say. You know, I said about the other way I can show about the trees being cut down, that kind of thing. We are living in the land of 1,000 cuts. I don't think, I'm trying to think of a Let's Play. Is it the Valley of the Old Farm? Black Sheep modding back on FS, I want to say 19? Wasn't 17, was it? 19. Where I did tons of logging, but if we go to, what do we want? That one. Trees cut down, right hand side, 1,047. 1,047. That's crazy. I can probably plant load more now because it wouldn't let me. The ratio was off for some reason. But so yeah, we've done over 1,000 trees. That's insane. That is absolutely bonkers. Now, do I put this on forwards or backwards? Oh, I'll tell you what I should do really. On this, I think I can extend it, can't I? Do that. It doesn't widen the ramps, does it? No, I've always said that. No, not always said that. Certain trailers do that. It gives you the much wider platform, but then the ramps aren't any wider. So, depending on the axle width, will depend whether or not you'll actually even get the vehicle onto the trailer. I know this is a very heavy piece of equipment, but this is what low loaders are designed for, aren't they? Especially with this width thing on it. I think it would be for harvesters and that kind of thing. But I don't know, we'll give it a go. Are we central? That's the other thing that was suggested, is because I'm not putting it on directly in the middle, so you know, we'll try our best. Our best may not be good enough, but that should do. I'm going to do the straps from inside as well. That was the other thing that was suggested, because I'm doing them manually. I will try anything, honestly. Do that. And that. Well, let's try and turn around. I mean, I can drive this out here. I can just drive it on its own. Of course I can. Oh, I think I've just broken my axle. I'm wondering if it's something to do with here where stuff spawns, you know? Let's do a slightly wider arc, maybe. Just destroyed my suspension doing that turn. Slightly wider turn, maybe. Well, it hasn't flipped over yet, that's good. I don't know, I honestly... And then you've got to argue, if I'm going to go at this speed, because I'm worried about it tipping over, I might as well just drive the vehicle there. But there's work hours, same with like harvesters. There's rotor hours and there's road hours, so I suppose you've got working hours on a vehicle like this, and it has already moved. If you look, it shifted. I did that, put that central, and it has moved. So if that moved before I strapped it down, or since. As long as it doesn't keep moving, we'll be alright, because then it does shift. And once it gets past a certain point, I guess it will tip over. Yeah, so obviously you don't want to put a load of road hours on a vehicle like this. And because they will only go at a certain speed, a low loader can go faster on the main roads and things. And on some places, you're not allowed to travel by road. It's also not more than a certain distance as well. I know there's some commercial construction machinery and I think there's dairy farm stuff. I'm trying to think what farm stuff you can take on roads, but no more than a certain distance. But I can't off the top of my head think what. But, okay, trailer went over. So I decided I'm going to try and get a worker. Now, every time I tried to do it, from where roughly there, I thought this bridge was what was causing an issue. It kept on saying it couldn't reach its target. So I tried it again, and the wheel loader's gone. So I thought, well, the wheel loader's getting itself there, I'll go and grab a trailer, put in rock into, because I might have more than 10,000 litres, which is a bucket full. So as you can see, the worker is doing his job, or her job. Didn't look to see actually. It should just put up to the right, if I've set this correctly. There we go. What I'm going to do, stop there. I'm going to get the plough going first. Oh, hang on. I need to do... I have moved some stuff at the end as well. I'm going to do one strip of 9 metres this end. I've got a tree I can get rid of there, which will give me a bit of a turning circle, but I can extend this way a little bit too. I might have to move the lorry actually. We are fully loaded. That will be going. I think I'm going to take that to the North Sawmill, and what I might do is use the high lift and just drop that all into the mill pond, so that can sit there and it can just chug away as it needs it. It's not perfectly straight, but that's fine. To get rid of that one just there as well, just to give me a bit of overrun. I'm not going to go any further that way. I'll turn that off. What I'm going to do is just get the worker going now to do the field while I'm clearing the stones, and then I can extend it further. Get the stones in, and we should be able to sort out the maltings. There are stones in it that are going to need to be collected, so I'll probably get myself on little rock pickers and we'll do that. Hop out, let them carry on. So I'll get the wheel loader down, we'll clear the stones that side and up this north bit. Load them into the trailer. And we'll be good for our extensions. I'm just thinking, how far out was I going to extend this? Whether or not it's going to get away with the maltings. I'm going to have to put in a new road. I honestly don't know how big the maltings is going to be. But, you know, you can see a picture of it, but when it comes to actually building it, the footprint I'm not too sure yet, so we'll have to see. This would be a nice plot to buy for more stone. There seems to be plenty of rock piles in this one, but this does extend further as well. When you go through that gap there, it's kind of open grassland out there as well, so even if I just wanted more grassland for doing my grass work, which I could do, it goes through that gap out there as well, so that could be a nice hillside field. Clear a couple of trees either side, or have it narrow in the middle there. I might look at doing that. It's a bit more expensive plot, but I've got the money. The maltings is quite expensive, that's one thing I will say. We are investing in infrastructure, we're investing in the local area. Am I necessarily going to make that money back? Maybe not. But then again, it's a long-term investment. The maltings could be here for the next, 50 years, 100 years, who knows? When I say this area is flat, it's flatter than the other areas. It's not necessarily flat. We'll see how that's going to go with landscaping. Where was that pile? Here. That the lorry was in front of that. I didn't spot straight away. Yeah, will it let me pick this one up? It was over by the edge. We'll check that too. I might do the prep work on this field. Nope. That's interesting. Let me put the thing there, but I can't. No, won't let me go fish there. Okay, fair enough. I'll just have to sit there. Yeah, but as far as it goes with fertilising and oh, I didn't mulch it. Oh, what's that? That's 5%, isn't it? That's alright. It's not the end of the world. I got some mulch. Is there another pole down here? Don't think so. Not yet. But I have got some, I think a couple of poles up there, and there's a couple of poles up the far end. So what I'll do is unload this into the trailer first. When I used this the other day doing the rock, I can't remember if I used the high lift function, the high tip function. I don't think I did. I just tipped it as normal. Not that it matters, but it does have a high tip. As you'll see, like that. There we go. Actually, I'm kind of getting to a point now, because I'm doing farming as well, I could probably do with another tractor. What was on the second-hand market? Did we have anything? No, that's the wrong one. Oh. Oh no, that's just the Meridian one. That's not the... oh no, that's not the one that makes seed, is it? Corn and sunflower header. 10 metres for 39 grand. We are going to need it when we do sunflower, but I was going to release one actually. Dynaflex 12 metre for 19 grand. 72% off. I'm buying that. We're at 9.2 at the moment, aren't we? Yeah, buying that. Oh, hang on. We've got Fent Vario. It's only 41% off. Oh, that's annoying because there was something else there, wasn't there? What was the other tractor that was there recently? What horsepower is that? 150. Probably want something a little bit bigger, actually. I'll have a think about that. Again, I'm getting sidetracked. These ideas, if something pops into my head, oh, I'll do that. I don't need to do it at the moment. I did need to check the vehicles, and I probably should have checked sooner, but... We're looking. I'm not going to come out a huge way here. Like I said, I've left a few of the small trees. There's, you know, not a barrier per se from the road, but, you know, a little bit of a block, I guess. I'm sure there were more. I know I'm going to hit a stump at some point, and pretty sure I'm going to miss a rock pile somewhere. There's none there. There's one up there. Oh, so this will go down to my little line production. Get all of it. Yep. And a bit more there. So now I can extend this, which is my next on the list to do. I'm glad we've got the TMR situation sorted, that's good. Build's nearly done, which means I'll be ready to plough. So I think while that's finishing off the last couple of strips, let's get this maltings, well, say let's get it placed. I have to probably readdress where trackways go, a little bit maybe. I'll do a little bit of landscaping up here. I'm actually, you know what, buzzing's the wrong word, but I'm really looking forward to doing a little homestead there. I've already had an idea for like fencing. I'm going to put a little chicken pen over there. There's a little chicken pen and a greenhouse as well. I'm going to put a chicken pen, just a small or medium, not a massive greenhouse, but small or medium I think. Out of the way. Pop that there. So, this is where I want to put it. And I'm going to show you this time, rather than do the pop. Hopefully, where this kind of sweeps down a little bit. I don't know if I'll fit it in, we'll see. This should be under production. Platinum, where are we? All in one farm dairy. I'm going to do a farm dairy as well, but decide a different one. There we go, malt production, 215,000. Wheat, barley and corn it does. Actually, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, and that is fairly flat there. Oh, I've done it again. Every single time. Every time. Put that on. Need to see where the different bits are. Right, that's my production bit around the back. That's that. That's that. Where are the bags going to spawn, though? Doesn't really show. Put in there. If I do it about, well, pretty much slap bang. It's 215, so an extra 476. That gives me a little bit of room around the back of it as well. Let's go there. We'll get ourselves a maltings. That's pretty cool. How's he going? Last little bit. So let's check this out. I need to do some landscaping around it, but that's cool. So, wheat malt, barley malt, or corn malt? Oh, we need water as well. Okay. Excellent stuff. So I need to bring some water up here. Maybe put in a water point, get another water trailer. Yeah, we'll do that this time as well. We'll put a water point up here. That sweep down actually isn't too steep. That's pretty good. I like that from the road. Put a trackway in. And then what I'll do, because I've extended the field out here, I'm probably going to put in a track where I extend the field out a little bit. I'm going to put a little trackway that comes down past the maltings, that will run down there, past the woodland and down to the little cottage, I think. Yeah, so all we need to do is get some wheat over here and get this going. Do I do gravel on this one? Let's have a look. What we got? Landscaping, painting, gravel. I don't always like the sort of neat edges. I know if you were pouring concrete and stuff it would be, but I prefer it to be a little bit more, you know, higgledy-piggledy. Just has a bit more of a kind of natural-ish feel to it. As far as the track goes, I think I'll stick with gravel. I'm going to go down one and then go up from there up to that track there, and I'll blend that in as well, I guess. And then down roughly the width of vehicle tracks. It doesn't really matter, and then you can just kind of blend in. I'll do a little bit of earth and stuff there. Do a little bit of an extra bit there and there, allowing for vehicles that will turn off and round. And then, like I say, we'll extend further down there later. We may add some more, put more bushes and stuff around it. I don't know. I might extend that further, I think, in case we need to come around the side of here for anything. I don't know if we will, but you never know. Right. That can now go back off again. Excellent. Right. Where's my plough? Let's plough this out, and then what we'll do, we'll finish off. I'll go and grab some wheat. We'll get some wheat in there, and let's get some malt underway. It's down this end, isn't it? Very happy with that. Doesn't take up as much room as I thought it was going to. So we'll extend out here. I could do an unusually shaped field, so I could use the land here and I could swing out and come round, but I'm just going to keep this edge straight, I think, for the time being, in case I decide to put anything else on the land. Extending it as much as I'm going to will give me plenty of room. Actually, what I probably should have done was turn that on. There we go. Allow create fields. Where do I want to come out to? About there, maybe? Probably give myself a little bit of runoff. Not that I necessarily need it. I can always do headlands at either end, but it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of runoff. I can always extend it further if I want to at some point. If I decide I do want it larger, I can. Making the most of the land that we have got. So I'm just keeping an eye out to the side that way. There's going to be a few little bumps here. I don't know how well it's going to work, but come up to about there. That's it. And then I'll fill in, obviously, between. I'm not too bothered about it being ultra straight. We'll just, let's say, we'll do the best we can. That's a nice extension of the field, I have to say. It's not a bad size. And actually, having that track down there to the maltings and the field is going to come up to about here. Placing it where I did, I mean, luckily, is almost absolutely spot on, isn't it? Go to about, well, too far. Join up there. The thing with this is it does go both ways, and we'll get out here and we'll sort out the rocks. Like I said, I'll probably do that off camera as well. We've got a little bit of an undulation over there. It's interesting, you can't always tell when you've got ground cover and bushes and grass and stuff like that, but now that it's ploughed, I mean, I suppose you can a little bit, but it's far more obvious like that. Tell you what though, if we go to, let's go to SatNav, let's have a look. What is it? I was going to say, it hasn't shown there. That's a significant size boost. Right, I'm going to finish this off then. I'm going to whiz back, drop off the rock, go back to my silo, grab a full trailer load, so it'll be 30,000 litres of wheat, bring it up to the maltings, and we can get production going on some malt. I do think though, actually, if I got, don't know if I've got somewhere I can sell it. Let's see if we've got a price for malts at sell points we've already got. If not, I think we might have to organise somewhere to sell our malt. I think our wheat malt, there we go. Sell everything containers, we can sell it there. Okay. We'll have a look at, I'm pretty sure there is pretty sure there's an option that comes with the maltings for somewhere that we can sell it, so we'll have to look at that. Yeah, I don't know how well seeders and cultivators and things like that are going to do, because that is quite bumpy this end, but only time will tell. I need to sort out. I think having bought that header trailer in the last episode and it was too long, has actually worked out to our advantage, because we've now bought a longer header. Wider, longer. Longer trailer, wider header. Interesting how language works, isn't it? I bought myself another water container. I've got the Lizard SMP 3.0. I've used it in a couple of Let's Plays. 10,000 litres. It's only about £3.5 grand to buy. And 30,000 litres of wheat in my trailer. I may or may not have just been hit by the train as I was crossing the train tracks. I was talking to MrSealyp, one of my daughters, and got clobbered. That is not going to be in the bloopers reel. I didn't record it. Water, I think, goes to the side. Why did I put in a road and then not drive down it? What was the... Ah, dear. Proper MrSealyp moment. There we go. So put that there. To the water. Well, that's going in. Let's go to... I think it's containers, not tools. I'm going to put in the fire hydrant. think it goes that way round. Will it allow me? It's overlapping with an object. If I put it over this side, just out there. Ah, is that full then? It only takes... Really? Let's open that up. Open first. That's curious. Oh, we've got all these, haven't we? Just realised. Hang on. Let's do that. So we can show trigger markers. Forgot about that. Hide trigger markers. Warning stripes. Do I want warning stripes on the ground? Yeah, I'm going for them there actually, I think. And if we want, we can have signs on, I think. Around that side, we've got lights. If we want lights turned on, oh, that's pretty cool. And then it's Doddles Oct, so... Nice. Don't know if I'll leave that on or not. We'll see for the time being. Anyway, let's get the wheat in. Let's get it underway. Oh, hang on, I lost the... I was going to check. I thought it was here, but... Oh, it's at the door, isn't it? Manage production. No. Oh, is it because I got out of the vehicle? Why did it suddenly stop taking the water? Because it's not full. That's odd. Lost the... How weird. Let's go around there. I can get it producing now anyway. Wheat. So we are now producing wheat malt. Well, it's on anyway. Whether we're producing it yet. There we go. 1 litre, 2 litres, and off we go. Right. The maltings are in operation. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea doing that because I can swing right around the back. Might extend that a little bit further so we can drive round when we unload. Do that. Let's work out why this didn't take any more water. Slightly puzzled by that. Oh, I just came off the trigger a little bit. Okay. It's a bit of a finicky trigger, but it's all good. Now we're going in. Right. I'll just top up there. Oh, that's topping up. That's it for this episode. We now have malt underway. We've got a larger field. Total mix ration has been sorted out. We've got a load of that done. That's been done. Stones I've taken down. Line production's chugging away on those. Actually, we need to check that. It's probably almost done already. There's 11,000 litres, so that's chugging away quite happily. Manure processing, that's going nicely. Yeah, everything done I wanted to. Next episode, I need to deliver those. I'm going to take those up to the North Sawmill. I think we might turn our attention to... I might do this. I was going to do this field prep off screen, but I might do it on screen. And I think we might start work on the homestead, you know, because I am going to do chickens, but I'm going to do a small chicken pen here. And I think I'm going to do yeah, a little greenhouse as well, because I'll have manure being produced. I can always go and buy some as well if I want to. Whether I'll have, I might have them both on this little bit. There's a nice little bit of land next to it. I have a little chicken pen, maybe the chicken pen that side and greenhouse this side. I'm going to put a little bench in. Yeah, I'll like that. That'll be next episode, I think. And as I said, I've got a load more rock piles I need to go and clear up all through here. I think I did most of them, they just need to be picked up now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.